Guys, before we get started, I want to ask all of you, if you've enjoyed our podcasts and you want us to keep doing this, please subscribe and like. It would really, really help our channel. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Monarchy podcast. Today we have another freestyle podcast with team members of Monarch, soon to be not team members
of Monarch by the end of today.
But yes, I wanted to do that. It occurred to me to do this podcast with you guys. Well, before we get into that, let me introduce you guys, because even though you may have been on camera before, I know Andre has never been. So, but this gentleman here with the baby face and the slick hair back,
Jesus hair,
with the Jesus hair, is Andre. Hi, Andre. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, Pete? Yeah, I'm Andre. I've been in behind the cameras most of the times. Did a lot of the camera stuff and audio stuff. So,
okay. I'm surprised to see that you're not as shy as I expected, because you never really want to do much with us. So
yeah, I mean, I'm very not that talkative, but I mean, I can talk if you like the moment comes, I guess.
Gotcha. Did you have a few drinks before?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Okay.
No.
Okay.
He doesn't like to drink. So.
Yeah, I know he doesn't, but we still have a pending date where we take him out and get him lit.
Yep.
I mean, not lit, but I mean, I'm up for it a little bit.
Andre, just so you said that, tell the viewers a little bit more. So specifically, what is it that you do here?
Here I did mostly video production, so editing videos, editing this podcast. Most of the times we did the intro, the outro, doing animations for the company, so commercial animations, ads, and all the kind of stuff. Even taking photos, pictures, and all like everything like that. Setting up the podcast room, and other little things like we build up the computers, the audio equipment, and stuff like that.
We're the IT guys for Monarch too.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, and you guys never really did much to the other side, except
the
reset
side.
the modem a few times.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. We mostly built up the marketing department, I guess.
Correct. Correct. And Javi, welcome. Welcome to your part owned podcast.
No. Well, I was basically the marketing director, so just having.
You still are until 5 p.m. today.
Until 5, yes. Just basically leading the marketing department. Strategizing, making sure that we're on top of our stuff with what you want with the Bezerra of Monarch and just the growth in general. And then, of course, using, Andre's skills to, create the content. And, of course, Pat, who's now behind the camera. But, yeah, essentially that's, the summary of what I used to do.
When did you start?
In marketing?
In Monarch.
In Monarch.
Which is the start of marketing for you, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It was August of 2019, right?
Yeah.
And at first, I actually turned it down.
Correct.
But
you were sexy and I wanted you, so
and then I just I just got one or two emails from you, and then I was like, okay, you know what? Why not? Let's just do it. At that time, I was at MDC, just focusing on video production. I was running a club. And
you guys were working together?
Yeah, I was actually working together in video production with this guy right here. So I was doing that. I was focusing on my studies. And yeah, it was just basically husling over there. So yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do remember when we first saw you, it was like love at first sight. It was something about you that seemed genuine, and I go a lot based on character when I bring people in. So, I pursued you. I was like, this kid, I think he could bring some value, and I want him. So I just continue to press.
Yeah.
Which is something that I always say here, never take no. And here's a result of that.
Yeah.
Never take no as, never accept the no. Or
there's always a possibility. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I took the job mainly because I kind of saw how sort of the vision of you was, and it was like an intriguing problem. So like I always say, like, never do things that you don't like doing, and then do the things that you actually like doing. And one of the things that I loved doing was solving problems, whether that's in marketing, robotics, building a freaking car. Like, doesn't matter, just as long as you stand by that and subscribe to that idea. So that's why I was like, okay, let me just join this kind of cool group of people, and let me just something that I've never even heard of, because that's the first time I got introduced to a public adjuster. So I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, after that, just a couple months after, like we hired him. He was like, because you asked me, like, do you have anyone that we can maybe like sort of get for like content? Because I had to deal with a lot of stuff, including the website and everything. And I was like, I know just the right guy. And so, yeah, that's essentially like how we sort of like met. And at that time in my life, it was very hectic. But yeah, it was. I feel like it was a good decision for me to get out of that zone for a little bit, because I was just like too much into doing sort of the wrong things, like focus on the wrong things. So yeah.
Okay. And Andre, so you were hired also, it was a few months after we hired you. So my first question to you, both of you guys, has your time here been worth it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I would say 100%. Like, at least with how much I learned here, with a lot of the people here that like give so much insight on not just business but everything else, like about work, and how we are like exchanging everything together, like we're just going around and doing tasks together. And I think doing those productions like we did with the How to Buy a Home, like those are like something that I think I learned a lot with. But not just that, like building everything else like that we built here. I think that's like a very, very important to not just the company but for me too.
Yeah. Gotcha. For me, it definitely is something that's worth it. I think that, like I said, don't do things that you don't like doing. And for me, I subscribe to that value so much. So what I basically got from it was more marketing experience, of course, because I got to learn a lot of insights from a lot of people. And just sort of managing a team, because I've sort of never been doing that before. I mean, I did to some extent, but it wasn't like, I'm like the director of marketing. I'm the one leading the department. So that was great, and I got to, experience what they, do, and basically just, use them as, the muscle to what the vision was, to get there. So yeah, it was very fun. Especially with the public adjusters and just like that tight knit, group that you and Ricky and Laz, all those people are involved. I feel like, I gained a friend. I gained actually a couple friends, Lewis, of course. And so shout out to Lewis. And so it was pretty good. And I feel like Yuli told me yesterday that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Or the day before. And so I know that that's true. Everything is just basically placed for you.
Oh my God. We're going to go down a path here. No. Don't even get me started in the whole everything happens for a reason. Well, I'm glad to know, guys. And I want you to know that I feel like you guys have brought immense value to Monarch. I mean, look at this room. This is something that you guys came up with. I never thought about doing a podcast or being in front of the camera, and both of you pushed me to do it. And here I am. I still don't like it, but now I recognize that it's something that I have to do in order to, continue to push the brand forward. I mean, this room is amazing. just the value that you guys brought to the brand as far as like polishing it and fine tuning, how things are put out and how our image is to the public. That was all you guys. I mean, of course, under I don't want to say under my direction, but to my liking in a way. But I wouldn't have been able to execute what you guys did for us. So, and it's been great. Like you said, I also gained a friend with you guys. We've hung out. I've invited you several times, but you don't like to come out, Andre.
Yeah. I'm a very homey guy.
Yeah. No, you just don't like the good lip.
Yeah,
I know. But we'll get you there someday. But this, I think this it's been a great year, and I hope, at least on my end, that we're not ending in bad terms. It's just we've reached that point where now it's time to go our separate ways. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean, at least for me, that we're gonna disconnect, right? Like, we're gonna keep in touch, and hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, we still have another side business.
Yeah, so. Correct.
Yeah. We're gonna keep in touch all the time. Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking. I have a tight circle, and I do occasionally bring people into it. So you guys are currently in that circle of mine, of people that I can consider friends. So Thank you guys for that.
Thank you. I definitely, yeah, for sure. I remember that one time that you told me I keep my circle tight, and it was at your party, at your birthday party.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, damn, I felt that.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good because I feel like why be around people that you don't like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just, and that's what that's what you gotta kind of think about when you're joining a space. It's like, are you gonna be miserable in that space?
Yeah.
Do you not like the people? If not, then just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because there's, just as there is Monarch, there could be another Monarch somewhere else. You just gotta find it.
Exactly.
So, and it's basically just building yourself. Think of it as like you're like a little bubble, and then everyone else has their own little bubble and their own little network, and you just got to move around the like pool of bubbles to realize that this bubble matches with you. So that's kind of just how I conceptualize it in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What plans do you guys have in place for the future, for the very near future, as in Monday?
Well, you're gonna start with me. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna continue on the path of video production.
Okay.
I'm trying to find new stuff on video production, but most of the stuff is all the way up on California and New York and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So yeah, so I'll probably have or to move there or to go up to the north, or try to find something here, but that is close to what I want. You know.
Yeah, Miami's still that developing city. Like, it hasn't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah.
So you can't really find jobs like that.
Yeah.
Andre, and and this is something that you really, really enjoy. Besides the fact that you're actually good at it, do you enjoy doing what you do?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love both the technical and the design side, the filmic side. Trying to get the best shot that you want, and trying to get the best photo and stuff like that, and even the technical side of every new little number on the camera. I love that kind of stuff. So both of those sides, and 3D is another stuff that I want to pursue. So both of those stuff that I love that a lot about. So
gotcha. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you thrive, and that if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. Which, by the way, I'm waiting for the resume, because I have somebody that I can have you interview with.
We're working on it, because right now he's working on his portfolio. So we kind of had to. He was a little bit unstructured, so we had to sort of sit down and say, okay, these are the next couple steps. But I feel like he just needs to translate what he knows into, basically know how to sell yourselves, because he already has the skills.
Yeah.
Right. But he might just struggle with that. Like, but it's okay. It's a process. Like the first time you do it is the first time you do it. So regardless, you're gonna have that one, and then that 2 times that you fine tune your resume and you sort of sell yourself. So it's just a matter of like just trying it out.
Yeah. I think that, when you put your portfolio together, it's something that it's gonna speak for itself, right? You could just say, look, I'm not a person of many words, but this is the type of work that I do.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. So check me out.
Yeah. Just everything. All the parts of my work is gonna be on the on my website, on Behance, or everything like that. So I'm gonna put. We're trying to structure that. Like, I'm gonna put everything over there, and I'm gonna let the work speak for itself. As
it's
you
funny
said.
because he had a class that he was telling me about, and the class was, I think, sketching or drawing.
Oh yeah.
Drawing at first and then getting into 3D model.
Mm-hmm.
But he does it backwards. So he had to, like, his teacher was pretty mad that he does it backwards because he needs to follow that certain structure.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't conceptualize like the 2D. He just goes into the 3D. So that way he could just like, because it's just a matter of like how you like to do things at the end of the day. So yeah, like and then he just grew from like, just doing simple animations to like being able to do whatever animations we did here and a couple other ones, which he's doing a McAllen bottle right now. Funny enough.
One.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm doing one.
Yeah. But like for McAllen, or is that just
no, just something for
just
my
a
portfolio.
project, yeah, just a project.
But
okay.
But yeah, it was something like that for my class. It was like my I was sketching I am so bad at drawing.
Yeah, he
I
has
am
bad handwriting.
Really bad. Yeah, like I'm really bad. So like I asked my teacher if I could do everything in 3D, and he said, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And then I came up with it, and he was like all surprised that I did everything in 3D, and it was so really good for him. And he was like, "Yeah, continue to do your thing." Like, yeah. And I was like, oh, "Okay."
Yeah, I mean, which kind of is a little bit weird because like you sort of had to find your own structure, but like here they're like making you fit into one structure, which is like not what you should be doing because.
Right,
people learn in different ways. So,
Agreed. And what is it? What are your plans? Are you guys collaborating in any way?
We are. Right now, we're just gonna focus on building our portfolio. So, and then we also have like whatever we're doing with Lewis.
Yeah.
With the cars and everything. I spoke to my mentor and I spoke with my close friends, just like to get their perspective on what I should do next. Just basically telling them like, hey, like here's what I like, here's what I want to do, here's what I think I should do. And I sort of got to the conclusion that I should go back to school to become an engineer. That was a path that I was on before.
Yeah.
The thing with me in school is that like I don't just like going to school for the sake of getting a grade. I'm so against that. And so I'm going to try and see if I can mix whatever I'm doing with my engineering degree with like co-ops, which are basically just internships or whatever.
Yep.
So maybe hoping to go to UF or UCF. Who knows? We'll see. To get my computer science and computer engineering degree. So that would be like the double major. And then just, hoping to get out, work for a little bit, and then just start my own thing, which has always been the goal. So.
What about that project you're working on, ABN? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh God. Well, you should.
No,
you should do your own sales pitch. No. Well, I guess you tell me how you want to sort of perceive the brand, and then I just beautify it. So, so ABN we got together a couple months ago. It was roughly around May or something like that. May, I believe. And so we just wanted to do something together, and we just came up with like what's something that you love to say and put it in a shirt. I'm not gonna say it, but
it's a way of life. It's more than just some curse words together.
Yeah, it rhymes with pintura.
If you want to see it, go to the website.
Yeah, shopabbreviations.com.
It rhymes with pinta.
Yeah. So yeah, essentially that project is like becoming its own little world. Right now it's basically just like a lifestyle brand where we sort of translate what people's values are and just put them in a shirt. And it's not about having the shirt, it's about subscribing to that value. And so that's sort of like the whole, like, you know, I guess thing that we're going for, you know, it's kind of like Nike, how you don't subscribe to just get the shirt Nike just because it's Nike. You subscribe to the idea, you know, because LeBron James has it and he did so many great things.
Yeah, being fit or, you know, exercising. Or...
Yeah, exactly. So essentially it has basically like abbreviations. And yes, it's abbreviations. It's not acronyms. I hear a lot of people criticizing us, but they don't know any English. And so it's basically just like, for example, like we have one that don't find a happy life, make it. I think that was said by Walt Disney or something. So we just slap it on a shirt and like you subscribe to that idea. That's why you buy it. We don't want people just to buy it and, you know, just wear it. We want people to make sure that they subscribe to that idea.
Yeah, and the concept includes, just to expand a little bit on it, it's basically the first letter of every word. So you may see the shirt and it's a bunch of letters that are put together, but right below the word in very small font, it actually says the words. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, you know, you're wearing what you preach or how you live in a way, right?
Yeah. And even if you're not doing it there, you're striving to get to that place where you actually like completely indulge it, you know?
Yeah. So. And we also have funny ones. Many funny ones that will be very interesting to see people wear. And I don't know if this is already enabled, but in the website you can make your own. If you have one something that you say often, you know, you could slap it on there too. We'll make it for you.
Submit abbreviations so that what's going to end up happening is we get a bunch of abbreviations, which we already got I believe 4 requests of people.
Really?
Yeah, wanting to put their own abbreviations.
Well, last night. I mean, was it one last night?
No.
Because I went out and somebody saw the shirt and they were very interested, and we, you know, signed them up to the Instagram, and they followed us. So apparently, you know.
I think I know. I think I know. So yeah, you could submit your own abbreviation. So it's
hold on. Sorry to interrupt. What's the handle? Right, that's what it's called.
It's Shop Abbreviations.
At Shop Abbreviations.
At Shop Abbreviations.
And you can find it in Instagram, and also the website URL.
Yeah, shopabbreviations.com.
Shopabbreviations.com. It's a work in progress, but you know, it's
nothing.
What are
you trying to say? It still looks good.
No. It looks great. I'm just saying that not everything is fully set up yet, and things aren't ready to ship right this moment. You can place orders, but they won't. You know, you'll be updated as it becomes available.
Yeah.
But what I mean is a work in progress is, well, that basically.
It's also, you're not just getting a regular shirt. We didn't just buy the, you know, most regular Gildan shirt, not to give crap about Gildan. They're really good. But we didn't just pick just any shirt. We picked like the right one that we wanted. Yeah,
this is not like a freaking, you know, a little shirt that you buy at your local print shop and you know, slap on a few letters. No, anybody can do that, and we know that. That's why not me, but Javi has spent months and months researching and, you know, calling manufacturers and you know, testing material. Get past the materials over here real quick, please, if you don't mind.
I don't
They're right there.
No,
right there. Look.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Like, we've been testing this and testing the market. Well, and by the market, I mean like our friends and family, by the way. We've been lucky. Look at this. We have all these, like, I can't even show the sample.
Shout out to Asher for sending that.
Yeah. Look at all these samples. I'm like a garment expert now.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it's been a process, and it's
Yeah, I've learned a lot, and especially because the industry is so, I guess, well developed. So you're able to actually like meet people from the West Coast and China and Japan. I remember I was in calls with Japan at like 2 a.m. because they would be getting to the factory at that time, and then I would have to like basically stay up until. But yeah, it's been great, and I feel like it's just a matter of us just keeping at it and making sure that we sort of set up the right systems.
Yeah.
So the shirts will be updated soon. And once they do, we actually are dropping the hoodies. We're dropping
shirts and hats, right?
Yeah, shirts and hats. Yeah,
both for men and for women. Huh.
But yeah. So just you can actually submit your own abbreviation. Just go to shopabbreviations.com. Just submit it, and then you get the chance for us to see if we are able to put it on our website or not.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's gonna get to the point where we're gonna have to be very selective with the ones that people submit. So.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, everything's possible.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that project, and it's easy to get discouraged because we've been working on it for a while, and while to some people a certain amount of money is not a lot of money, to me God. It's a lot of money. So it's been a little painful throughout not to see returns yet, but I'm confident, and that's why I did it from the beginning. Like I wouldn't have done what I did, and I wouldn't have done it with you if I didn't think that it could be done, or if it would have cost me a lot more than what. But anyway,
I save you so much money.
You didn't save me so much. What are you talking about?
Usually, to start a business like that, you need lots of capital.
Well, I mean, we did with what we had.
Yeah.
And I'm still putting so
yeah.
or.
It's not much, but yeah. It's funny because now I actually like got the expertise to sort of like start up even something else, like in a whole different field or whatever. Let's just say we wanted to sell socks, like I could do that.
Yeah.
And you could slap on like a dog face in a sock or whatever, and people do that and they make money off of that.
I have socks that have Trump's face and the hair.
Yeah.
Did you see those? Oh, you saw those. You were here, right?
No, but I've seen those.
Sophie gave me a pair. And it brings a comb so that I can comb the hair of Trump on my socks.
It's funny.
I wish I would have wore them today.
That's Trump's real hair.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, essentially, I learned so much with that project, and I'm still learning so much, and just getting into marketing now of that, that world.
Where do you think this is going? ABN abbreviation specifically, like how far can we take it? I'm trying to record it so that when we get there, I'm like,
Well, just to say, 98% of startups actually fail. So,
well, we still got a 2% chance. So that's better than none,
I guess. Yeah. But I feel like just doing the right things and making sure that we make the right moves with the market and with influencers and people. That'll make us very successful, because people are gonna love what you do no matter what. There's always gonna be that someone that buys what you do. It's just finding those right people, and putting it on their face, and telling them like, hey, here we are. This is something that you already could subscribe to, and they'll just do it. It's just a matter of finding the right people to do it. So,
yeah.
Unless it blows up in like TikTok or something like that, but. Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah, but we gotta pay those influencers, so
Can't no pay no influencers.
No, but for influencers are very important though.
Yeah, that's how that's just this is like the constant back and forth that I have to have with you. But like,
yeah, because we have people that we know that can do it for free, and
yes,
then
but they don't have 100,000 followers.
Yes, I know, but of course, if we're targeting if we're seeking influencers of that magnitude, then yes, we would pay them. But upon our discussion, you were speaking of people that had 4,000 followers, 3,000 followers, and you wanted to pay them on top of the free merch that they were going to get.
Because that's just how the system works, and that's how the industry works.
I disagree, but I mean, what do I know?
Remember, I've been the one researching this. So,
all right. So where are we going to be in 5 years from now?
I think in 5 years.
Can I retire?
I feel like, yeah, I could even retire.
In 5 years?
Yeah, I could even retire. But
well, I know you can, but I'm referring to ABN specifically, like, because that's the only thing that I'm involved with for you. So
I think that we could definitely do it. But for me, it's kind of not about retiring. For me it is. I know. But I feel like we'll get to the point where it's like we're gonna be a known brand, kind of like a, your typical like Alpha Elite or something like that. Like, there's people, there's brands like that out there. So I feel like we could get to that point.
What do you think, Andre? Do you like it? And you can give us your honest opinion. Is it something that you would rock to the club? I
mean, in my opinion,
he doesn't go to the club.
Yeah, I don't. But I mean,
you can be honest.
I wouldn't.
Please.
By my standards, I wouldn't rock one of those just because I like plain shirts. I literally plain, like nothing on it.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing at all.
What if? And check me out, because I've been thinking about this. Yeah. Which we actually did a sample of this, but we're not rolling it out yet. The same thing, but small, and just the abbreviation itself.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, we talked about putting like just ABN, and then we just talked about putting the abbreviation itself here.
Yeah, exactly. And, so it's more subtle, not so much like, you know.
Yeah, I think if you had those like ABN like on the breast or something, like very small, I think I would get those. Just because they like it's small is something more subtle. I think I would get those actually.
Or maybe like for people like you, like the black and then the black stitching on top, or like the black letters. Yeah. So it's kind of like very, very,
like
muted.
Really
yeah.
Like a phantom.
Yeah, that's what I like more.
I like that. I like that.
Phantom
I like
black.
That.
Yeah.
we gotta name our shirts that. Okay. I could do that.
All right. First, let's finish rolling out the initial concept, and then
what I told you, proof of concept.
Of course.
So the minimum viable product. So we got to focus on that and then market.
Right. All right.
Influence.
Well, let's bring it back to Monarch here and your departure. Can you guys tell me something that you learned here beyond what you were working in? As in, like, did you gain some type of, value outside of your tasks?
Healthcare.
You gained healthcare?
No, the information, just financial information. And I remember having David on board in that podcast.
When we did the podcast with David Gruen?
And go check it out. I think it's podcast like 13 or something like that.
That's external to Monarch, though. That's something that somebody else that we brought into Monarch.
Okay.
I'm talking about like anything that, I don't know, that you learned here because of the people or because of the way that we conduct business or, whatever it may be. If you didn't learn anything, you could say, I didn't learn shit.
I don't think so, because I was just focused on the marketing part. So I kind of don't think. I mean, unless I'm missing something.
Maybe I'm not structuring the question correctly.
I mean, maybe if you could restructure.
For myself, I literally didn't know anything about public adjusting. So
okay.
I learned so much about public adjusting here that's like it's crazy, because for me it was just a direct connection between the client and the insurance, right?
Yeah.
Like it didn't have anything in the middle. But like for me to learn about public adjusting and learn like how, all the little steps on it.
Yeah.
That was something that I don't think I would know, even if like if I search for it, of course, but like how would I even know about it, you know? Like
Yeah.
even,
I didn't know what a public adjuster was.
No, and I know that you specifically, Andre, where you were, well, from what I heard from Javi, that you felt very strongly about the work that we do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're helping somebody that's in need, you know, that they need something that they're not getting from their insurance company, and we're those superheroes that help them get what they need. So thank you for that. I remember you being like really, really passionate about that.
Oh, yeah.
He was gonna get his license too, so
He was gonna. You still can. I mean,
Yeah.
that's man. Like this could be an easy side hustle. You just have to know a lot of people and have to know what to look for. And you know that we have also the system in place where you can be an adjuster and not necessarily work the claim. So don't forget that, guys, because as you know, this claim or this career path has a lot of potential, even if it's not where you do 100%.
Yeah.
I think for me it was just that just like literally just finding out that there's like a different side, because I didn't know that. I feel like a lot of homeowners just assume that the insurance is just going to pay for everything, but it turns out they don't. So I feel like just the mere fact that I got to learn what a public adjuster was is crucial, because then I could just say, okay, cool, let me just go back to Edgar once I buy my house, you know, and there's a hurricane coming or something like that, you know. Like,
Yeah.
So,
Are you guys gonna miss us?
I mean,
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not going to miss the dances that you would come in and do. It's you and Laz just coming in just randomly because you need a break, and then you would do certain things.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either, apparently. And just be like, hey. And you're like, hey. And then Laz would just start doing this. So I'm not gonna miss that, but I'm definitely gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss Laz, Ricky, Albert, you know, just the people that I was actually, you know, talking to and close to, you know. But yeah, and especially my boy over here, Pat, whom I've grown fond of. So.
What about you, Andre?
Yeah, same thing. Even though I don't speak much, like I don't talk much with you guys, but I do feel strongly about you guys. I like you guys a lot. And again, Pat too, because he's always by our side and he's doing stuff with us. But yeah, I'll remember you guys. I want to have like a, I don't know, like I know that like you invited me a bunch of times to go out. So I think we need to actually go out and do something together because like
hell yeah. You know that you guys are. Did you guys get the invitation?
Yeah.
Well, I declined it because I don't.
Why are you such a
Well, I'm not. I wasn't gonna be here, so I just.
You're not gonna be here on the 26th. Oh, you mean like here?
Yeah.
That was on purpose, guys. Like guys were invited despite you not being part of Monarch anymore. That was on purpose.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, we go.
That was on purpose.
Okay.
It wasn't a mistake that lads just
I didn't know. Well, how am I supposed to know? Yeah, I'll definitely go, especially to get this guy lit. So.
I mean, like, I don't want to get incredibly lit. Like, okay, I don't want to puke on the floor. I just want to like.
We'll have an ambulance there. I'm gonna arrange that.
He's very loud, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Who is
you should actually hear him when he's playing video games.
Yeah, very loud actually.
Well, you scream like ah.
Yeah.
What video games do you play, Andre?
I play mostly Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Is a first-person shooter game. So.
Is that like kind of like Call of Duty type thing?
Yeah, it's more or less, but it's
sort of like.
It's less arcadey and more like tactical, I guess.
I would never think that you would play those types. I knew you played games. I just never wonder what type.
Yeah, I play those.
So. Every time I just knock on his door, because I just hear a lot of footsteps upstairs. I'm just thinking, what the heck is he doing up there? And I would just go and just give him some food when I prep some food. And he comes out, he opens the door, and he has his headset right here with his VR headset, 2 controllers, just like this, just like, yeah, it's pretty funny to see.
Yeah, so
okay.
yeah, but those games are on VR is more like Beat Saber, because like you do the block.
But yeah, you just hear footsteps, and it's like, what? Is he running? Is he working out or something?
So that is like a workout to you.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. So
yeah, but I play a little bit, and I scream a lot actually.
Well, guys, I mean, it's not like we're saying goodbye, but I do want to say goodbye in a way. And I want to thank you guys again for being part of the team, and for all the value, all the things that you guys did here. It did not go unnoticed. Okay. I just want you guys to know that. And again, you were a great part in just polishing the brand and all the marketing material that you guys prepared, and just helping me fine tune or get my idea of what I wanted Monarch to look like out there. Mm-hmm. So that is all you. I give you all the credit. I may have had the idea, but you guys put it into play. And I don't think I would definitely not have been able to do it myself. So thank you guys. I also wish you a lot of success. I know that you both are very, very capable. And as long as you work hard and you stay consistent.
Panda Express thinks so too, apparently.
Panda Express? Why?
You know, those fortune cookies.
Oh.
I literally got the same thing, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I was saying, as long as you work hard, you stay consistent, anything you can accomplish. So
thank you.
I wish you guys luck.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you going to come work for me when I have the aerospace company, like you said?
No, hopefully.
Just pay me $250,000 and I'll clean your floors.
$250,000 like every 3 months, right?
I don't know.
Because it's not gonna work otherwise. So, but no, I'm looking to retire very soon. I will not come work for you.
In Italy, with like some wine and.
Oh, this is what you could do. So ABN, grow it to like a $70 million company in 5 years, right? And then
hold your horses.
No,
maybe
60.
50.
All right, 60, 50 million. Okay, then we sell it, and then you invest that money into a rocket, and that's it. You have an aerospace company.
I think you need a lot more capital than that.
Oh, yeah. Well, do a little bit of fundraising or whatever it's
at
called.
At least 100
million.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like 1% there then.
I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, guys. Thank you guys again. And let's wrap it up, unless you guys have anything else that you want to add or ask or.
Just a shout out to.
Do not shout out Lewis. Oh, okay.
To Zeus. Who's the man that started the whole thing.
Really?
It was behind you. Yes, it was always behind you. Remember when he had the bookcase here? It was the power of Zeus that helped us through the way. So I just want to give a shout out to Zeus.
Yes, and just to confirm, it is Zeus, not Jesus Christ. I
thought the whole team said it was Jesus Christ. I just call it Zeus.
No, it is Zeus. It says it right there.
Okay.
And he has a lightning bolt and an ego. Like, when have you seen Jesus in any picture with any of those?
I don't know,
that's
bro.
true.
Yeah. So it's definitely Zeus.
All right.
All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. This has been an interesting one, and I hope that you liked it. Please comment, subscribe, let us know how we did, and I look forward to your comments. Take care.